stay off that soundboard. I can see you. Tid, stay off that soundboard. I'm telling you.
It is the year 2026, and we have finally been blessed with the first UFC card of the year. I am Chris Tidwell. That is the sound of the clicking machine over there that you hear is none other than little Brady Wedham. Brady, what did you think of UFC 324 as a whole before we get into it?
I thought it was great.
Oh, well, that's better than what I thought.
Oh, well, we can talk about that as we get later onto the show, but as an overall feeling going on to Paramount Plus, yes, there were some ups and downs, but
What'd you think of the opener?
The opening video?
Yeah.
Emmy worthy.
Yeah.
Give them an Emmy because UFC is...
Well, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's all this new influence with His Excellency and Salah. And remember those videos that, like, you know, they were making for Riyadh season with Usyk and Fury. You know,
yeah,
these
AI video was awesome.
Yeah, but this is it had that kind of a feel. It was like, holy shit, I'm excited about this. You know what I mean? It was fantastic.
But that's you didn't see that video until after the best part of the night.
What was the best part of the night for you?
The prelim fights.
Oh. Well, because everybody was like, hey, we want to go for that extra money in the prelim fights?
Well, here's the thing. I texted you during the event, and I said, it's funny how people actually knock people out in the first round and second round right away and actually get finishes every single fight when you pay them a couple extra bucks. And you pay them properly. If that's even considered properly, they should be still probably paid more, but that's for an argument for a different show. But realistically, like, they're getting $25,000 extra if you're going to finish. And on top of your bonus and the potential of getting the fight of the night or fight of any of those fight night bonuses or whatever. Yeah, you can make some pretty big cash being the first fight out.
Okay, here's my question for you then. If you're in that situation, what is the number? What's the number for little Brady to be like, yo, I'm going to go full autistic squirrel on this mofo and try to get this finish out the first round? Like, what's the magic number for you?
Well, I've got something for that.
When brothers are ready for action, this fucking song is a giant distraction. Does it really matter if we are high as fuck? Everything's a work so you can suck our nuts. It's time for little Brady's opinions.
So, my opinion is, what were we talking about?
That's right.
I think that break I took was a little too long in between shows.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, what we were talking about was UFC 324. I don't know where you went all of a sudden. We're literally like 3 minutes into this thing and you've already lost track.
It's only my day off, and it's been barely my day off.
All right.
I'm a little exhausted and really, like...
So the question was to you, what is the magic number to make Lil Brady Whittam go...
Whittam?
Go full autistic squirrel?
Dude, why can Joe Rogan pronounce my name better than you?
Hey, Brady Whittam.
You can't even say it right.
Because he gets paid more than I do.
Oh.
Now, back to the pay thing.
Okay, what were we talking about?
We're talking about UFC 324 and the bonus.
No, I know that. So what is your question, Chris?
So how much money, how much scratch, how much moolah, how much magnificent moolah do you need in your back pocket to go for it in that first round?
Being a prelim, just any fight? Oh, well, me, I don't know. I'm probably 20. I would like to see 100K.
Really?
I think for a finish, I think you should be getting $100,000 if you finish in spectacular fashion.
Well,
I don't think there needs to be one KO bonus or one fight of the night. I think there should be multiple. Like, if you prove yourself, not only from the fans' perspective, but from the owner's perspective, then yeah, you should be paid bonuses.
But isn't that what they do already with the performance of the night? Because,
they cleared 11 million on the gate last night, Chris. This isn't Vegas. These tickets are fucking like $70,000 to sit in the nosebleeds.
I don't know if they're that much, but I mean, yes, I to your point, they're expensive as shit, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, do you think that that's ever going to change? That's always been the argument, though, right? Hasn't it? With fighter pay?
Yeah, well, fighter pay sucks. You need a union.
Right?
Yeah, you need a union.
That. What?
Jesus.
I mean,
all right. Okay, somebody docks my fucking place. What the?
Could you, is that okay? So let's get into that then.
Oh,
let's get into the specific. Let's get into the specific.
I'm getting doxxed.
So how bad was UFC 324 cursed?
It was not okay. So I think when you do stuff like, they've gone full WWE now, and I don't even mean from the production or the videos. I'm talking about where they're placing ads in the most obnoxious places possible. So they're making a lot more ad money, and they're having to put ads everywhere now, like literally everywhere. All the fighters are walking out. Megan O'Leary is doing her speech, and there's a fucking goddamn Budweiser logo in our face or whatever it is, right? So they've gone that. I just think there's a lot of money being made. I think there was a lot of money made on this Paramount deal, and I think you can pay the guys more than $25,000 to finish a fight.
Okay.
On top of what they're already being paid, because we already know what they're being paid on average. It's not very good. To the point where Justin Gaethje, in the press conferences leading up to this, not so much the press conference, sorry, the pressers leading up to this with the media, was talking about shitty fucking pay. And then when it was brought up at the presser and he was sitting beside Dana gave him the look of death when the reporter asked Gaethje, what's this about fighter pay? And he goes, I'm just here to talk about fights, with his head down. So fighter pay is a problem. Jake Paul has voiced his opinion on that and used his giant platform to tell people this is a problem. The lawsuits that are going on and they're settling and paying out fighters from previous days shows you that there's a pay problem. And now they've put the entire library, and they were bragging about it last night, on Paramount Plus. So this is like the diehards can go there instead of the UFC Fight Pass. It's not in-house. They don't have to produce the UFC Fight Pass anymore, which is going to free up money there, dumping the archives under Paramount servers. They take all care of all the bullshit. Yeah, let's pay the fighters $100,000, Chris.
So
for finishes.
So here's the other side of that. I have Paramount Plus.
Okay.
My rates were not on my Paramount Plus.
That's Canada.
Because of where I live.
Yeah. So
there's going to be a certain amount of time before all of that takes over, unless you have VPNs and all of that stuff. And I get it, you weirdos. But
yo, I stole it last night for free, and it didn't cut out once. There was no lag, full fucking 4K. This is the best time ever to be a pirate.
So
ask the Somalians.
I mean, I don't think we have to go that far. I don't know why I can ask them about my watching of UFC stuff. That's weird. But now what the hell was I talking about?
Daycares.
No, I definitely was not. I definitely was not. What I was asking, however, was, do you think that there was a curse with all of this? Because what is more important now? What is the bigger issue? Not what's more important. What's the bigger issue? The fighter pay being low, or fights getting pulled because of crazy betting inconsistencies that we're seeing now?
Betting inconsistencies, face plants at weigh-ins, injuries.
Fighters pulling out for neck surgeries.
Somehow the man with the staph infection, a lethal staph infection, taking antibiotics, was still in the main event. Yeah, how the fuck did he push through with all this bad luck going on around him? But he did.
Which one do you want to talk about first?
Well, I don't want to take too much time. We want to try and keep this short. We've done a lot today so far, but I'd like to talk obviously about the main event. But before we get to the main event, let's talk about Derek Lewis.
Where's Derek Lewis fighting next?
Not going to be the White House. It might be bare knuckle boxing by the looks of it, because Derek showed how old he was. My age.
Yeah, well, he's not that old, is he?
He's that old.
Wow, that's crazy. 41 years old, Derek Lewis.
I think he's 42 or something, isn't he?
But yeah, listen, and all the credit in the world to Waldo Cortez Acosta, because I mean, this is like his 8th fight in like 6 days or something like that, you know, with the schedule. Like, he has fought a lot. But I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know what you do with Derek. I mean, it's the heavyweight division, and yes, Derek is always going to be a threat at heavyweight because he can throw that big bomb. But there's just a certain part of when you watch Derek fight that looks like he is just so disengaged from being there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Exactly that.
Yep.
What was that?
That was...
Yeah, exactly. That's what he wants to do. He wants to bounce the hell up out of there.
And by 3:25 in the first round, all you could hear was... Because that's a big, big man. I gotta get off this fucking soundboard.
But I mean, that's what it was. So I don't know what you do with Derek Lewis next, to be honest with you. Right?
I think you maybe book him on the White House in a prelim fight if he can make it, just to be a sacrificial lamb for another heavyweight you're pushing, and everybody's happy, and send him home.
I don't know. All right, let's talk about this main event then real quick.
Okay.
So
all right, well, wait.
Patty-
No. I got something for you. If you're going to talk about main events.
Okay.
Here's a song for Ted, here's a song for Ted, here's a song for Ted. Now here's a song for Ted, here's a song for Ted, here's a song for Ted. Listen to the shit he says.
All right. I guess that's a song for Ted.
Yeah, listen to the shit he says.
Yeah. Well, listen. You know what's always been the funniest thing. Side note is that only a certain amount of people actually call me that, but it's actually TID.
Oh,
Always has been. Never has changed. But my close personal friends just shorten it up, and they get away with it, and then they just kind of throw it out there into the real world, and forget that some people have feelings. Not me. I don't give a shit. But some people have feelings. Yeah, I'll take the soup. Thank you.
okay, so main event. We had Pate, the Basse.
Yes.
It looks like Pattered the Battered after that fight, but Patty Batty versus Taken On. And that was a great fight. I love Taken On. Taken On's one of my favorite new fighters. Justin Gaethje versus Patty the Batty. So Justin coming in with a staph infection, Patty coming in with a...
Well, allegedly. There's HIPAA rules, dude. We don't know.
No, but Patty coming in with all the hype in the world behind him. The company wanting him to win. The entire arena at first wanting him to win. And the UK wanting him to win. Patty wanting to win. And how did that go for him, Chris?
Well, not so well, because he did not win.
He didn't win.
He did not win. But here's the one thing that he did hold true to the statement that we've heard since day one, is that he does not get knocked out.
Yeah.
Because he did not get knocked out. He got knocked down, but he got up again.
Scouts don't get knocked out.
He got knocked down, but he got up again. You're never going to keep him.
Oh, I stepped on your fucking shit joke, dude. I'm so sorry about that. Again.
No.
I don't know if you...
Twice.
I don't...
Twice. Yeah. All right. Hey.
All right, sorry.
There,
Yeah.
Settle down.
Yeah.
No. Patty didn't do what I thought Patty was going to do. And that's wrestle. Because I think that should have been his best bet, because trying to throw hands with Justin Gaethje is not necessarily a great idea at that weight class. Because I don't think Justin's brain quite knows when to shut off as far as getting knocked out. So you can hit him with some stuff and it doesn't matter. Like, he's been in that fire before. None of that stuff matters. But when he hits you, many people have said, like you heard them say that, I think Charles Oliveira had even said the hardest person he's ever been hit by, Justin Gaethje, and that guy's probably run headlong into a bus. So I don't think that it matters so much for Patty at this point, because there's the other side of this, Brady. You had the number 4 guy and the number 5 guy fight each other for an interim title. What?
Yeah, well, we talked about that in the last show. That's just the thing that they're doing now. Rankings don't matter. But when they even asked Dana, and they're saying, the rankings, like, does it not? It's not. The rankings and the title fights aren't really lining up. And Dana's like, yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm paraphrasing, but that was basically the consensus of coming out of that question, or questions around that, where who cares? Fucking, I'm trying to give you the best fights possible. There's arguments to be made on both sides. I do think that if Gaethje lost this fight, we were probably going to see him retire. I think that was one of those fights where you would have seen Gaethje go somewhere else, and probably bare knuckle. That's a bit of a place where him and Mike Perry could have had a huge money fight. Conor would have welcomed him with open arms. Now I think you're going to see Gaethje and potentially Conor McGregor, or Gaethje and Jorge Masvidal. Like, I think they're trying to set up some super BMF fight. They wanted the interim belt on one of these guys leading into that. I see where they're going here. I hope I'm wrong. I don't really care about that White House card. I'm already over it. I think it's fucking stupid. I don't really want to cater towards any world leader with fights. I think we've gotten, a couple centuries away from that.
Sure.
And there's no sense going back.
No.
But going into the technical aspects of the fight, I agree with you. I thought Patty was going to come out and use his ground game a little bit more, try and implement that. And even when Justin took him down, all he wanted to do was get back to the feet. He got spun around a few times. He said in his post-fight interview with Joe that he got punched in the solar plexus in the old bread basket, and that took him out in the first round, and everything else was survival from there. But he got spun around a few times. I don't know if Patty is as bad as his haters say he is, and I don't know if he's as good as his praisers say he is. I think he's still developing, and he's not as young as people think he is.
I also think that you have to give him some credit, because he was thumbed in the eye, not called, and then hit on the way down that led to, some very significant damage. And he was also kneed in the groin, not called, throughout that fight as well. So, I mean, yeah, Patty's a tough SOB. You can't take. He went out there. He went out there, and he knows how to take a shot. But I think he needs to stick to that game plan a little bit more. And I think the next fight is the obvious one for him, and that's Dan Hooker, because apparently they've been chirping.
Yeah, but it's not going to be Arman.
No, Arman Sarukian. I mean, if you're going to get that fight, you're going to get Arman and Justin Gaethje.
I actually think
you still don't know what's going to happen with Ilia Topuria.
I think that's what they're setting up, is Gaethje and Topuria.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what it should have been.
It has to be.
If Patty won that fight, that's what they set it up for.
Well, yeah.
Set it up,
or the Conor fight. Right. The White House. It's one or the other. It's like either one's get guaranteed money on both sides, Ilia or Conor.
Stop. We're not. I mean, there's going to be no White House show.
I hope not.
We have to stop with that. Like the days of the Coliseum are over, where we take the leader of the free world and prop him up into a gold chair so he can watch people fight for his pleasure.
No, can we reverse it? Can we make them fight?
No.
Those world leaders?
No, because that would be too logical.
Think of how much. Think of the betting lines on some of these sites. Donald Trump versus Mark Carney in a fucking oiled up fisticuffs.
Well, they tried it. Don't you remember Frankie Goes to Hollywood videos? Exactly how it went over then too. Listen, I don't know if 324 was so much a catastrophe, but we're going to find out because 325 is coming up.
By the time you're done listening to this, it's already starting.
325 is coming up, and yeah, you got one title fight, right? Volkanovski.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good fight. And then outside of that, there's not really a whole heck of a lot of title fights coming up. Maybe it's because they're trying to do something at the White House. No, it's not.
Fuck.
Definitely not.
Fuck.
I mean, come on.
Fuck.
Nair, burr. That was almost on beat. All right. So, listen, the other part of 324, outside of the main event, do we really need to be showing everybody's packages of Zyn on the announcers' tables?
I don't think it matters anymore, man. I think the money's already been made. Like at the top of the show, we talked about it. The money's there. They're just running amok now. You got Daniel Cormier eating fucking popcorn in the microphone. You got Joe Rogan just ganked out, eating Zyns. Fucking, it's probably snorting lines, although he doesn't do cocaine. And then you have John Anik just trying to hold his creepy ass together, going through the show. I don't know. It's a weird team that they have.
We could be living in a world where Joe Rogan is doing rails of neurogum.
Well, I did
Mints, just crushing up neuromints and snorting neuromint.
Well, one thing there's one thing that is apparent after watching the past few fights, big ones, that if Germany took note of this too, maybe there would have been a different outcome at the end of World War II. But if you want to take out the United Empire, all you got to do is aim for the eyeballs.
Wow.
Just aim for the UK guys' eyes, because their fucking eyeballs are weak as shit, and they've got themselves into so much trouble with them little peepers. Just ask Prince Andrew.
Wow. Bisping doesn't even, he only has one eye, and you're going to go make...
So does Tom Aspinall.
Wow.
And now Patty is entering the one-eyed fucking brothers club.
It's...
One-eyed purple slinging bubble brothers club. Let's do this.
Wow. Well, listen, I don't know if that's going to end up happening. The only certainty that I know, baby, that I absolutely know after all of this.
Come to the children. Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children.
That is the only thing that I know, and that is Wu-Tang is in fact for the children. Listen, I'm done talking about this stuff for now. We're
all
going
right.
to talk about more UFC stuff later, I think. At another date when we feel like it. But there's more UFC fights coming up, so go check them out, or don't check them out. If you have Paramount Plus, get Paramount Plus.
It doesn't play in Canada if these are Canadian listeners.
Oh, but get it anyways, because it does. That is where you have to go to get Zuffa Boxing, and you could probably watch one of the 30,000 Taylor Sheridan shows that are out there. Taylor Swift Sheridan, whatever his name is.
You know what plays in Canada? The Law, live audio wrestling. This has been #What's a Work. We are the Way In Brothers. This is the Combat Sports Show, and we've got 100 other gazillion shows on this little channel. So follow, subscribe, download, tell a friend, stick it in your mother. I
think what he meant to say was, tuck your chin.